Hello everyone and welcome to episode 24 of this Road to Glory save here on the channel in the Seavers on TEW9 as we have our third Kumite. Oh my god, I cannot wait as this show is actually going to be massive. I at least believe there's going to be not only is the Kumite tournament happening, but we're going to have 3 non-tournament matches as well, so that's going to be God, we're probably gonna have like 9 matches on this card. Gonna be a lot, but I wanted to pace it out a little bit, give it a little bit more time. As you can see, we're now slowly but surely climbing our way out of debt. We're now just within 9,000, which yeah, thank God we finally cut it down out of the as far as the 5-digit mark. Now it's trying to get into the green, which I hope we'll be able to at least come close by 2025, and hopefully we'll actually just full on be in the green by 2025. But that is a little bit of wishful thinking, as far as there's just not enough months, I think, unless we really start turning it around. We're going to have a couple of new debuts on the show as well, so this is going to be nice to see. As far as I believe, we'll be seeing the debut of not only our newest signees of the Red Avenger, Christopher McGrath and Scott Hammer Hadley. But you see here, we got somebody else on the roster now as Hurricane Igor Rosa. As Hurricane Rosa, former boxer out of Mexico, as far as he switched to wrestling in 2012. And, as far as he comes to the ring with a boxing robe, the best man with the man with the best left hook in all of Mexico, which obviously here we won't be seeing that left hook, but to try and change it up a little bit as far as to bring in somebody that again is a boxer, it is nice to have somebody that has that type of background, obviously. But 36, so he's up there in age for sure for somebody coming in. As far as for him, skill set wise, not the greatest at all. Really, we're just bringing him in maybe for 1 or 2 matches, honestly. But as far as his... I actually we don't even need to go through his finishers or whatnot. As far as for this show, I believe he's in a match, but let's just say he's not going to be on the winning end of it as far as from that perspective. But for our Kumite, before we get into the actual show, we'll take a look at the tournament as far as what it will look like as Kumite 3. Our 8 participants will be Buffalo Bill Rothschild, Too Hot to Handle, Jerry Pepper, John Snyder and Stipe Miocic. Oh my God, Stipe Merowitz. As I got Stipe on the mind. As Christopher Ball and Slade Bolin, and also Rowdy Ryan Robinson and Sugar Amano Man, who just challenged for the BMF title. We'll see if we can get another chance. As the loser of this in the finals, at least the person who makes it to the final, but is the runner-up, they will get to have a match with Jules Knight. And the winner of that match will take on the winner of the potential new champion, if it's whoever wins this Kumite 3 and ends up beating Goro Hatamoto, or we'll get a matchup with Goro Hatamoto. That will be taking place probably in September, as far as that matchup, because I want to have the main and co-main of the next show in August be whoever wins this Kumite, and whoever loses in the finals against, obviously, Jules Knight and Goro Hatamoto. So that's basically the plan here for this Kumite. As we have at least pre-booked the first round matches. We haven't pre-booked the second round matches just because there's so many matches on this fucking card that I wanted to make sure that everything is squared away. As far as people with the night off, we're just going to skip over that. We probably shouldn't, but oh my God, we're actually going to sell out the Piper Casino. It is going to be a free show, so there is that. And as far as booking team meeting, we can skip that. Backstage incidents. As far as the rumor mill, it's been an overdrive after Nate Jordan and John Snyder apparently got into a heated argument. John Snyder, pre-show booking for pre-show training rather, for some of the talent, some of the guys even competing in the Kumite as well, showing up. So that's nice. Yeah, working on basic and safety. Sugar Amano has a creative finish. We can use that actually, as he is part of the tournament, so that's awesome. As I think, we can't use any pre-show locker room meeting as well. Will we be able to change the details here? Oh, yeah, we can. It's over here now. Okay, I haven't done it yet on this TW, so I want to make sure I got that squared away. Yeah, Rodney Brooks still gonna be gone. But that's okay, though. Yeah, there's the stored creative ideas we'll be using. So, as far as the non-tournament matches, we actually are going to open up with one. It's going to be Buzz Reed and Ernie Holmes, which Ernie Holmes we haven't used in a hot minute, but he's going to lose again. Here, unfortunate for Ernie, and this will probably be the last time we see Ernie Holmes, honestly. Starting off 0-3 is not great. I mean, we could give him and Hasakura can have a match, so maybe we'll do that, and maybe, or him and Rodney Brook whenever Brook comes back. So yeah, I guess he'll stay around a little bit longer, but it's not looking good though. He's going to be 0-3, a tough start for sure. Then we'll get into the actual tournament matches. So as far as, we'll probably have, as far as, I want to say, as far as what's going to be the worst of these 4 matches, it's tough because I think all of them are pretty well rounded. We'll go with Buffalo Bill and Jerry Pepper first, as Buffalo Bill going to get the win, so he's going to advance to the next round with that win. So yeah, we're going to have to bump that up. Alright, so now everything should go swimmingly. Then Snyder and Stipe, which Snyder's going to win. Oh yeah, we're going to have to just bump this up every time. So yeah, I mean, John Snyder at least going to the next round. Then we'll have Christopher Ball, Slade Bolin, as Bell will get the win there. So yeah, and then we'll have Ryan Robertson and Sugar Amano, which Sugar Amano will win. I think we're going to use that creative finish here if we can. So we'll go ahead. Oh yeah, we can, we'll just do it here. Oh. Yeah, move it. Now we'll do it here. As far as a creative finish for this, as far as, I thought it was in the special, oh, there it is. What to say? With Ryan Robertson, he's got his lariat. Of course, this is in a cage. Sugar Amano, maybe we can have him do a palm strike off the top of the cage. That would be kind of crazy. As the creative finish. Because that's pretty much all he does as far as, like, Sugar Amano's finishers. He is the palm strike kind of master. Every time I hit the character details instead of looking at the, he's got some roundhouse kicks. He's got a Muay Thai switch kick as well. Yeah, top rope shote. Not even top rope off the cage. Kind of crazy to do a flying palm strike off the top of a cage in the first round, but that shows you how much of a crazy fuck he is as far as from that regard. Now, we will see as far as what we're going to do here. A little bit of fun. So both guys making their debut. Scott Hammer Hadley, Hurricane, Igor Rosa as, so for this is wrestler versus boxer. I kind of want him to do a little bit of Ernest Miller as far as, like, saying that he's the greatest and that he's, going to give him 3 seconds for him to get the hell out of here. He doesn't want to make sure nobody, gets hurt in his big debut. He knows Sin City Grappling is prone to having some violence be shown, but he wants to make sure, like, he talks about how these hands, they're registered lethal weapons. That kind of cliche shtick of a guy that thinks he's tough. But really, even though he is a former boxer, this is really to put Hammer Hadley over. And that, he turns around, he says, I'm going to give you to the count of 3, 1, 2, and 3, but he's still there, and he shoots the double leg. And with that double leg, though, when he picks him up for it, he slams him down. Of course, not really seeing that there's going to be a double leg coming at him, lands on the back of his head, right on the mat, knocks him out. So he gets knocked out cold by a double leg. And basically, the bell rings as, with the because he's out, he's knocked out. So it's basically, you could say, I don't even know how you would describe that as a finish, because as far as, like, the bell technically didn't ring until he had him in the air. So you could say it happened in maybe 2-3 seconds, if that. It's pretty wild, though. But yeah, we'll just go Hammer drops the hammer on as far as Igor. Yeah. We'll have him cutting a promo. Hammer Hadley. Intimidation. Perfect. We'll go 2 minutes. I think they'll do wonders. That sounds about like a 2-minute ordeal. Plus with the whole, I kind of want him to get like stretchered out too, maybe, or like maybe have the ref try to, takes him a while. Has to put him on the stool type of thing, and he doesn't know where he's at type of deal. He's still thinking that he's gonna make his debut type of thing. He still thinks he's in the back and sees that, oh god, we're out in the casino. It is Kumite, but yeah, this is just to give the guys a chance to take really the cage down before we have to put it back up. As for JVP and Christopher McGrath, this will be the co-main. Which JVP, he had a great debut, and he's gonna have another great showing here against Christopher McGrath, getting the win in that one. And he said as the agent, so we'll let that be Kato as well. So yeah, a little bit of gives the guys a chance, a little bit at least, that's in the tournament to be able to, which now it'll be Bill Rothschild and John Snyder and Christopher Ball and Sugar Amano, which I think we're going to go with as far as, Snyder and Rothschild, since they've waited the longest. So as far as Buffalo Bill, John Snyder. And as far as these two, haven't had a match before. Buffalo Bill, he's had one loss, but he's been pretty much on a bit of a tear for John Snyder. He was actually doing pretty well after having a not-so-great start. He had 3 matches in a row as far as getting wins in the year 2024 here, but the last losing to Jerry Pepper. And him and Pepper, he had a 53 in that performance, so that did pretty well. Which, no, that didn't have chemistry bonus. I thought that did, but no, that didn't have the chemistry bonus. But for Buffalo Bill, as far as, of course, he's been working in Japan. I forget, VWA, I think that's over in Europe, so yeah, he's going all over the world. Yeah, he just had the time limit draw with Slade Bolin as well. Yeah, as far as that was his last match, that was back in May, which he had a 56 in that performance as well, so he's doing pretty well. We're going to go with Bill, though. I think Bill, just his size, he has been doing very, very well for himself as of late. Why not? Right? And we'll give him a little bit of time, too. We'll give him 12 minutes, actually, more than what a standard Sin City matchup is. Even though Snyder's going to be a little unhappy about it. There we go. We'll put that. That's the co-main, of course. So, Buffalo Bill going to make it to the finals. Now we'll see who he'll be taking on. Because, I don't know why it's still yellow. Because, we've obviously saw the pre-booking. As then Christopher Ball and Sugar Amano. Which is a hell of a matchup. And we're going to give the one to Christopher Ball here. 8 minutes. Going to get a submission win again. He is somebody that's obviously comfortable in this type of setting and environment as a former MMA fighter. And pulls off a huge win. Beating someone like Sugar Amano, who is a absolute demon in his own right. It looks like it says 0-8. That's definitely got to be off. That's wild. As far as it looks like it's 0-8-1, but no, he's 8-8 in 1. So that will be our finals then, as far as Christopher Ball and Bill Rothschild. Not a whole lot of time in between for maybe Amano and Christopher Ball, because they, just obviously had the little ordeal with Hammer and Igor. And then as far as just the 15-minute kind of waiting time between him and Snyder, as far as Rothschild and Snyder. But now, for Bill Rothschild, he will be taking on Christopher Ball in our main event. Can the 5'9", 195er beat somebody of Buffalo Bill's size, the South African 6'6", 272? And he does. He pulls off the upset. Feel like this is a great time to do it, because again, David and Goliath at that main event. And I think that's a fun match to have. I think these two are going to have a great match, hopefully, as far as they don't, we don't know if they're going to have chemistry or not. Maybe they'll have negative chemistry, just to really fuck us over. But that's a big time match for sure. As Christopher Ball, I think we're actually. I kind of want to just have him be Chris McGrath, since we already have a Chris Defer, as far as with Christopher Ball. Because I think also in the stable page, because his name's so long, he's just Chris McGrath. Yeah. So that'll work. Yeah, we'll just do that. Works for me. Just a little change before we actually run the show. Go 100. But yeah, as far as for this card, though, I mean, 11 segments, 10 matches, pretty jam-packed, 106 minutes. We're giving the people a fucking show. That is for sure. We're paying around $2,000 in a little bit of chunk of change here, it looks like. As far as, man, that's a lot. That is a lot. We're still not even having these guys perform, which we probably should have, but that's alright. So as far as, we also have a ref issue, which I just not kind of thought about. We can maybe have somebody, we can get away with it maybe with the Hammer Hadley match, because it's only going to be like a minute. Anybody actually decent little ref? I'm assuming not. That'd be nice. Yeah. That was the one thing I was kind of afraid of. It's that, but I will be alright. We will be alright. As, I guess we could maybe cut down a little bit of time on a match. Yeah, maybe the Buzz Reed, Ernie Holmes match. Drop it down to like 1. Oh, is that? Oh, that's just a regular singles match, too. Yeah, we're gonna make that a Sin City match. Perfect. Glad I checked that. Ah, yeah, Bill and Jerry Pepper can go 9. Ball and Slade, I mean, Christopher Ball, he is going a good bit on time already tonight. We'll cut this down a little bit, make that 5. Yeah. Alright, yeah, I think we're good. We'll cut it down a little bit on time here. 8 minutes. I have stamina kind of playing to a part for those two. Did I have? Oh, that did. Perfect. Nailed it. Sometimes you just gotta wiggle around a little bit on our time. But yeah, right at 100 minutes. Perfect. Gonna be a sellout crowd, even though no one's getting fucking... No one's paying for a ticket, but that's alright. As our opening contest, Buzz Reed squashing old Ernie Holmes in it. He should have won with the powerbomb, but that's alright. We should have had it be won by knockout off of a powerbomb. But Buzz Reed, almost with a 40. Ernie Holmes, though, he's getting better at least. We just, we kind of don't have the patience for someone to build up more and more. Damn, Jerry Pepper did outperform Bill Rothschild, but Bill gets the win with the Kimura at 8:36. It's a hell of a win. A nice little matchup with a 55, a 40 for Snyder and Stipe. And Stipe Mirowitz losing to the Stretch Muffler in 5:10. They have great chemistry, and Snyder with a 58, so good little win. Christopher Ball beating Slade Bolin with the Uma Plata. 10:36, great win there. Jumping up to the next round as a 66. Holy shit. That's gotta be the best match we've ever done. As 53 for Amano, 48 for Rowdy Ryan Robertson. I'm assuming it's the creative finish, because yeah, it says it was a success. Awesome, yeah, I mean, a hell of a finish. A hell of a finish, I'm assuming. Yeah, got a bonus for the successful creative finish. Perfect. Hell yeah. Oh, the promo actually did pretty well. Or the little, yeah, I guess the little braggadocious of old Hurricane Igor Rosa, who did pretty well as well with the promo. And then, of course, get hammered. That's kind of a fun idea, have it be a choke sleeper, where he maybe jumps the gun before he actually turns around, he gets his hooks in and chokes him out. I kind of like that. And then we could set up a rematch, between the two, where Igor is actually ready this time. Well, that's a fun idea. Wow, as far as he was off his game, Scott Hadley still got a 54. That's actually pretty impressive. 61 for John Snyder and Bill Rothschild. Tough break for Bill as far as he gets completely outperformed by John Snyder. John probably should have won here. He definitely had the right to complain. A good match, though. Good match. 61. That's our second 60 of the night. 58 for Christopher Ball and Sugar Mano as Ball gets the win with another omoplata. I like this, too, because he can counter that. He can either counter a low kick by, like, maybe doing, like, a wrestling, like, drop to hold type of takedown, where he feels it coming, he like sidesteps it and grabs the angle with his legs type of thing. That'd be kind of cool. And then roll over into it. We could probably have him do another submission as well instead of an omoplata, but we'll, because I mean, he could just do like he could even do like an STF even off of that. He could do a lot of different stuff by hooking his leg. I like that. That'd be pretty cool to do. 56 for the match that was supposed to steal the show. I mean, it did pretty well. Jason Van Pelt, excuse me, should have got the win with a KO instead of a submission, but that's all right. It's a good little matchup though. Crowd though with a 7. It's kind of wild because I mean, got the crowd buzzing at least for our main event. Ooh, swing and a miss. 45 there, yeah. Christopher Bell, a little greatly overused, and his physical condition not great. So was Bill Rothschild, greatly overused. So tough. So the thing with the one-night tournaments, people get a little sick and tired of seeing them. Well, yeah, even John Snyder was used too much. Tough break, because this was a hell of a show. We had a 66, we had a 61, but the 45 main event just took a shit. Took a shit. That is tough. Tough to see that. As, of course, I mean, we got to put over Snyder. He was great tonight. Put over Christopher Ball as he gets the main event matchup. And then we'll see Buffalo Bill take on Jules the Sandman Knight as well. Lost about $3,000. That's always nice. And increased the popularity at least. At least it wasn't all useful. But of course, you know, with the Kumite, it being a free show, it's kind of par for the course with that. But we had a hell of a show. I'm very, very pleased with that. At 66, I mean, my God, that was crazy to have easily the best match we've ever had, to then having one of the worst shows that we have ever had. Is it the worst show? Oh, no, it was one of the worst, but not the worst. At least the March show was actually the same, both 45s, but that's just a tough break. Tough break. But as far as here with Sin, as far as Night of Sin 34, gonna be a hell of a show. Christopher Ball has done pretty well for himself as of late. Of course, just winning Kumite, and now he's got a chance to be the next champion if he can beat Goro Hatamoto. We will see though at Night of Sin 34, and we'll also see the rematch between, as far as we'll be seeing, hopefully in a better showing, Hurricane Igor Arosa against Scott Hammer Hadley, and we'll also be seeing Buffalo Bill Rothschild taking on the former champion, and a man we have not seen since losing his championship, Jules the Sandman Knight. We'll see how he does against Buffalo Bill. Take care, everyone.